जय कुंज विहारी। गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदनन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे। जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे राधे श्री राधे। जय वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम जय कृष्ण बलराम। जय निताई गौरांग निताई गौरांग निताई गौरंग जय निताई गौरंग। जयो जयो गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद, गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद।
जय गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद, गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य, बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य, सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं, देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया, भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Divinity and Devotional Service, text number 30. Sa eva idam sasarja agre, sa evedam sasarjagre, Bhagavan Atma Mayaya, Bhagavan Atma Mayaya, Sa Asa Rupaya Cha Asau Sadasadrupaya Cha Asau Gunamaya Agunaha Vibhuhu Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu Saye Vedam Sasarjagre Bhagavan Atma Mayaya Sadasadrupaya Chasau Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu Saye Vedam Sasarjagre Bhagavan Atma Mayaya Sadasadrupaya Chasau Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu Saye Vedam Sasarjagre Bhagavan Atma Mayaya Sadasadrupaya Chasau Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu Saye Vedam Sasarjagre Bhagavan Atma Mayaya Sadasadrupaya Chasau Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu Saye Vedam Sasarjagre Bhagavan Atma Mayaya Sadasadrupaya Chasau Gunamaya Guno Vibhuhu. Synonyms: Saha, that, Eva, certainly, Idam, this, Sasarja, created, Agre, before, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Atma Mayaya, by his personal potency, Sat, the cause, Asat, the effect. Rupaya, by forms. Cha, and. Asau, the same Lord. Gunamaya, in the modes of material nature. Agunaha, transcendental. Vibhuhu, the absolute. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: in the beginning of the material creation, that absolute personality of Godhead Vasudeva, in his transcendental position, created the energies of cause and effect by his own internal energy. Please repeat. In the beginning of the material creation, the absolute personality of Godhead Vasudeva, in his transcendental position, created the energies of cause and effect by his own internal energy. Purport: the position of the Lord is always transcendental because the causal and the effectual energies required for the creation of the material world were also created by him. He is unaffected. Therefore, by the qualities of the material modes, his existence, form, activities, and paraphernalia all existed before the material creation. He is all spiritual and has nothing to do with the qualities of the material world, which are qualitatively distinct from the spiritual qualities of the Lord. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today's verse is little technical. Let me try my best to explain this. So generally 4 kinds of people come to the Lord, which we know from Bhagavad Gita. They are Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu and Gnani. Who are these? Those who come to the Lord, they are one who is in distress. Most of us would have come because of either of these reasons. Either we are in distress, therefore we come to the Lord for some solution, or we are in need of money, or some power, or some position. So we come pray to the Lord so that we can get some material power and position and some money. Or we are inquisitive, want to know what is this temple, why, what is the... They say that I am born in a Hindu family, so what is this Hindu? So let me know something. So let me go and see some temple. So what do they do there? Some inquisitiveness, right? And there are Jnanis. Jnani is one who as per Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. So the Jnani will surrender to Krishna. So after understanding what? Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. One who has understood in this whole world there is only one Vastu called Vasudeva. So that kind of Gnani, Krishna himself says, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. That kind of person is very rare. Now, coming back to our situation, where we generally come because of some distress or some in need of some money or some inquisitiveness. This is the beginning of spiritual life. But as we progress, we have to know, if we have to stick on to the spiritual word or spiritual life or Krishna conscious life, we have to understand everything in truth. Why? Because Krishna is truth. We cannot hold on to untruth and be in the process of truth. That means we cannot be in illusion and at the same time reaching to our goal. Not possible. Like for example, if simple example I have to give, if I have to go from here to Delhi, there is a road and I have to follow the directions that you go, take left, you go straight, take right, all these things. If I think going on the road is sufficient, so any road I will take, somehow I will reach Delhi. So that is my illusion. Partial truth that we have to be on the road, keep moving on the road, that is truth. But which road? That is illusion. So that also has to be truth. Now, when we are generally worried about our eating, sleeping, mating and defending, right? So when we have to go beyond this, a human being can go beyond this. An ordinary animal or a person who is in ignorance, they cannot think beyond these things. They are worried about only the simple requirements of life, that is eating, food, shelter, and then defense, like this. So, but if we use our intellect, human beings, how human beings are distinct from any other living creature on the earth or in the universe? Because we have intellect, intelligence. With this intelligence, we can understand so many things which are beyond this body. For example, astrology. What is this astrology? Jyotishya. If there is a shastra through which, if we know the birth date and time of a living entity, of a person, they can calculate that what is his karma, what are the activities he is going to perform, and also how long he is going to live. All these things, like Prabhupada's horoscope also was taken and studied, and it was told that at the age of 70 he will go cross the ocean and establish 108 Krishna temples. This was predicted at the time of birth. Prabhupada took birth in the year 1896 and he started first ISKCON temple in 1966. 70 years before only it was told. So in the future what will happen? So how it is happening? Because of the intelligence we have to use, we have to study, this is called a cognitive ability, or ability to understand, ability to study, ability to observe, ability to note down, memorize, then understand the principles, based on the principles make a technology which can be used universally, right? So this is the ability of a human being. This cannot be had by a animal, right? Similarly, there is also Khagol Shastra or astronomy, like when there will be solar eclipse, right? So solar planet is so far away from us, lunar planet, moon and Rahu, all these planets are so far away from us. We don't know how they are moving. But one who knows can tell when will be the next Ekadashi. We just follow the calendar, right? When will be the next solar eclipse or lunar eclipse? We just follow the calendar. But who creates that calendar? Who prepares that calendar? So that is based on this astronomy, the study of the movement of the planets. Sitting here, a person is telling when the moon will have its eclipse, when the sun will have its eclipse. You see? This is because of the cognitive power or the intelligence of a human being. So, like this, so if we use our human intellect, we can definitely know that which is beyond this body, beyond this planet, and also beyond the planetary systems, and beyond what is there in the universe. It is possible. It is possible provided we follow the proper process. Now, when we try to do these things, There are two processes. One process is called Arohapanta or inductive process. That means we see around us, study, understand it, understand the principle which is working in the nature, and then understand that principle, then make the note of it, then create some experiment of it to prove the principle which we have understood, whether it is truth or not. Then when the principle is understood, some knowledge is there, use that intelligence to create some technology for the benefit of all the human beings. So this is science. So similarly, so based on this process, we can see so many advancements have been done. Like we can fly in the sky through airplane, and then now what I am speaking, it can be recorded and kept it for 100 years, right? So it's being recorded and it can be kept. The video can be kept for 100 years, and then right, like this. So many technologies have been created. Now, these scientists, if you ask, okay, these are all technologies, what is the highest truth? Okay, this is truth, my body is truth, right? I am living, this word is there, this also I understand. But what is the highest truth from which everything has come about? When we study this material nature, we can see that not everything is same. There is a little difference. That is called Gunamayi. That means, if you study two human beings, they are little different, either in physically or mentally, right? And if you study two living entities, human being and a dog or some tree, so little difference is there. Human beings, there are different kinds of human beings, different kinds of living entities, animals, and among the animals also there are different kind of animals. Some are sattvic, some are rajasic, some are ferocious. Like cow, we are not afraid, we go and touch the cow. We go and touch a tiger? That will be probably the first and the last touch, right? So we understand, even though a lion and a cow or a goat, everything is different living entities. So some living entities we can go and touch them, and then we can keep them in our house as a pet, and some animals have to be left alone in the forest. Right? So that means we understand there are different things, different kinds of living entities and different kinds of objects. Right? So like water, which is which flows in the river or some lake, we can take that and drink. Of course, now it is polluted, we have to filter and drink. And the same water, when it is in the ocean, we cannot drink. It's salty. Right? So that means we understand it's all different. So why this differences is there? That's because Gunamayi, because of three modes of material nature is acting on persons, on the nature, on the places. So therefore it is different. And when we still little further go, okay, so this is material nature and it is variety. Then if we have to understand furthermore, then we understand everything has a cause and there is an effect. For example, this mic is working, right? This mic is working. Why? Because there is electricity, there is some technology which is used, there is a battery in this, and also there is a technician who is working. So he is the cause. It's not that just you bring a mic from the market and keep it here, it will start working. No, there has to be a cause, right? And also, so like this, if you go, everything has every effect as a cause. Or you study yourself. I am the cause. No, I am the effect. Affected by whom? Affected by my parents. So my father and my mother. Then are they the cause? No, they are also the effect. They are my cause and they themselves are the effect. Right? Effect of their parents. Right? Like this. There is a cause and it creates some effects or some byproducts. Those byproducts may further create further byproducts or effects. So like this, there is a chain. So cause, effect becomes a cause for another effect. Like that, cause, effect, like this. This cycle is going on. If somebody understands this, naturally comes where it all began. Where it all began, right? I can say I have myself, okay, my parents, their parents, their parents. If we go on like that, so where it all started? Naturally, this is the question, right? But we all know we cannot trace back more than 3 or 5 generations. But this question is there because of our cognizance. We want to know, right? And similarly, how this material world has come about. Now we see that we have in a planet. Who created this planet? How it all started? Okay, now it is going on. Like in the middle of the movie we go and see. In the middle of the movie something is happening. But how it all started? What is the beginning, origin? So that we all are interested. Of course, because in Kali Yuga, because we are bombarded with material problems, we seldom ask this question. Means rarely we ask this question. We don't ask this regularly. But we have to know these things. If we have to, why we have to know these things, we'll understand. So this ability is given in a man. So that is the point. Now using this ability, the scientists, the modern scientists, they try to understand, they make a philosophy, how this universe is created. So according to them, 13.7 billion or some few billion years back, there was a chunk, and then the chunk is expanding because the universe is expanding. Just like you take a rubber band, you stretch, it expands. So like this universe is expanding, and also there is a heat. So when you stretch, there is a heat also generated, if you can observe that. So heat is also there, and then expansion is also there. Because of that, there is a suddenly boom, bang, big bang. There was a big bang, and then all the ingredients which were there in the universe, it got scattered in the universe. And then that one chunk divided into many chunks. So many chunks in different kinds of atmosphere, it developed into different elements. And those elements, when they came together, the planets were created. Because planet, if you see, the planet requires everything. Earth is there, water is there, fire is there, air is there, ether is there. So all these different elements which were there scattered around the universe, so they came together and they formed a universe. They formed planets, planetary systems. Then when the heat element was more, that became as a star or a sun. So like this. When it was air element or water element was more, it became moon. So like this, they have their own theory of these things. So, but this is a flawed understanding. Why? This does not answer the ultimate question. The question is, how it all began? It all began with a chunk. Who created the chunk? So that there is no answer with them. And also, we have never seen some blast or some kind of explosion happens, and then after 2 days we go and then there is some creation. No. If a bomb has exploded, nowadays in Kali Yuga, all the terrorists, they keep some bombs and they explode. So there is no creation there. It's all destruction, right? With the explosion. So how can you say with the explosion there is a creation? So these are the flaws. Similarly, okay, this is about modern scientists. In ancient India also, in ancient India means, when I say India, it's not India, the country which we know now. Bharat Varsha, the whole planet on the earth. There were highly intellectual people who also wanted to know what is the cause, how it caused, what caused me, what caused this world, what is the purpose of this. Is there a purpose or simply it is created? So this natural tendency to know, it is there. So they study the nature, they study themselves, and they have created darshanas or You want to know the truth? You want to see the truth? Darshan, you want to have darshan of the truth? We are giving you the darshana. So these sages, these 6 sages, they are this is very common in Vedic literatures. It's not Vedic literature, it is in Sanatan Dharma. So there are 6 darshanas about which Prabhupada talks very briefly in his purports. So let us try to understand. One theory is this Big Bang theory, which is flawed because where the chunk came from. So similarly, there is Jaimini, one Rishi, his name is Jaimini. So he says, they have propounded a philosophy called Karma Mimamsa. Karma Mimamsa. What is this? Don't worry about all these things. It's all, everything, all creation happens because of good work. Work is the cause of all the, karma is the cause of all creation and destruction. Like for example, how a child is created? When the father and mother came together in union, right? So that is marriage. So don't worry about what affects. You just keep on doing good work and everything you will understand by good karma and avoid bad karma. So basically it's like this. Like Krishna also told when the Indra Puja was happening, when in the Vrindavana, Krishna asked, my dear father, at that time Krishna was just 7-year-old boy. So he asked his father, what is happening? So his father, Nanda Maharaj, told that we are preparing for the Indra Puja. Then Krishna says, why you have to do Indra Puja? He is just an office bearer. He has to, if we do good karma, then only he can give rain. Right? If we don't perform our duties, why he will give rain? So there is no God required. There is no ultimate cause required. The ultimate cause is your own work. If you do good work, rain will come. If you do good work, like you are working in a factory, you do good work, your salary will come. You don't work, your salary will not come. What is the need of knowing who is the boss, what is he doing, what is the cause? No, not required. Just know that work is important. If at all there is a God, there is a boss, he is also subjected to your work only. If you don't work, why he will give the salary? Like Indra is there, Chandra is there, Varuna is there, whoever it is there, let them be there. If you don't work, they will not give you any results. Right? So like this is what? This is called Karma Mimamsa. So our work or our karma is the cause of all kinds of happiness and sufferings and all kinds of creation and destruction. If our work is not proper, like Hiranyakashipu, we will go and destroy the world. Or if your work is good, like like Brahma, you will create the world. So work. So work is the cause. So we can work, but there is a field is required, right? Like somebody is ready to go and work in a factory. Factory is required, right? If there is no factory, where will you go and work? No, I will do business. If you have to do business, you need customers. Somebody has to provide you the customer and somebody has to send you to that customer. So there is a system required. Who created that system? There is a flaw. Your work, you may have control of your work. You don't have control of the universe. So, right? So many other things are required. So work is not the ultimate cause. Then there is Kanada Muni. His philosophy is called Vaisheshika. Vaisheshika means what? So actually if you study this universe, there's atoms, right? Paramanu, Anu, right? Like the Big Bang theory, same. So when these Paramanus or atoms come together, they form one configuration. Like for example, there is a book. So book is also made up of Anus, the atoms only. So when atoms come together in certain form, it forms as a book. When atoms come together in another form, it becomes a human being. atoms comes in another form, it becomes water, like this. So ultimately, if you study, there is a anu only. Anu are atoms only in everything, whether living or non-living. Right? So creation means what? These anus, these atoms coming together. And then maintenance means what? When these atoms are staying together. Destruction means what? When atoms are disintegrated. So this is destruction. So very simple, right? But again, what is the cause of this anu? Where this anu came from? And who is configuring this? Right? Like for example, we all know how this book came about. There is a tree which produces a certain kind of fiber, which is extracted and then it is processed and then turned into a paper, and then those paper is printed with ink. Right? So many things are there. It's not that some anus came together on its own. Right? It did not happen. So, first of all, what is the cause of this atom? And then who is configuring them and who is disintegrating them? Is it happening on its own? No, somebody is doing it, right? Then there is nyaya, means logic. Use your logic. See, when these two things come together, so this happens. Like for example, how the creation happened. In the beginning there was sound. When the sound is mixed with, what is that? Sound is mixed with touch. Then air came, air was produced like this. When then air is mixed with form, then there is a fire is created. So like this is a description is there in Bhagavatam also. So it is chance combination. Like everything is there by chance. Like a woman and man, there are so many women and man, but one particular woman and man came together and they produced this child. By chance. This man could have married another woman, or that woman could have married another man. So some combination, some chance combinations happened. So like these elements, there are elements which by chance they mixed up. They also did not know, just like a new cook, they mix certain ingredients and then they create some new recipes. Right? Some recipes are created like that. Right? By accident, by mistake. So like that, keep on doing trial and error, some combination, something will come up. So, and what we are seeing is the best of the mixtures. Right? So those failures we are not seeing. Those are the successful mixtures we are able to see. How intelligence came out, something happened, some combination. So they have their own theory. Right? Chance combination. So chance combination. So who is controlling this chance? Right? Or if you are saying it is by chance, prove it. Right? Create one life. Create one human being. Take all the ingredients, whichever you want, and create human being. Or an animal. Not possible. Right? Or, see, we all know, we all have intelligence. Right? Like Prabhupada always says, this Einstein is considered one of the brightest mind, brightest person. So by chance combination, you mix some chemicals or some ingredients and produce another Einstein. Is it possible? Not possible. That means somebody is controlling it. Something is happening, right? So like this. Then there is Sankhya, propounded by Kapila Muni. Not the original Kapila Muni, the atheistic Kapila. What they say? They study the complete nature. They have understood that it is made up of 24 elements. Like Panchabhutas, then Pancha Indriyas, Karmendriyas, then Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Gnanendriyas, Pancha Tanmatras, then mind, intelligence, ego, and then the unmanifest. So I'm just giving you a brief. I'm not able to give you because of paucity of time. It's there in the 13th chapter. You can all read what are those 24 elements. And these 24 elements, when they come together and in different combinations, then everything happens. So in these 24 elements, when come together in certain way, life is produced. We We think all these theories are, modern scientists. These are all thousands of years back, Indian rishis. They have propounded all these things. That these 24 elements come together in certain portion. Earth is created in certain way, water is created in certain configuration, tree is created in certain combination, human being is created, right? So like this. So 24 elements. So basically there is no soul, it's 24 elements. So again the question is, produce a life and show. So like this. So studying these 24 elements is the ultimate. So these 24 elements are the ultimate cause of all the things happening in the universe. Right? But we are not able to reproduce it. When we say something, when we propose a theory, it has to be proved with an experiment. So create another universe using all these ingredients. 24 elements are there in the universe, right? So create another universe, one planet, at least one human being, something, one tree, not able to produce, right? Okay, then there is fifth philosophy which is called yoga. Yoga means what? So this word, we are integral part of this universe, right? We are not separate. We are integral part of this. When you realize you are integral part of this universe, you can control the universe. This is called Ashtasiddhis. Like now, as a human being, we have barriers. We cannot walk on water. We cannot fly in the sky. We cannot get whatever we want. Like we are sitting here and we want to eat mangoes which is grown in some South India or somewhere. Can we eat? No, we have to wait. We have to order. It has to come. So all this why? Because we are disintegrated with the universe. When you again integrate with the universe, then you will understand that you and the universe is not different. Then you can control the universe. So what is that control? So for that, what is the process? This is the control. Then what is the process? Process is meditate upon the universal form, or the person who has created this form. It is an imaginary form. The point here is you have to concentrate on that form. Your concentration has to be so strong that everything else you will disintegrate and your concentration is completely on that one form. And what is that form? You can imagine. So you can imagine 5 forms. Surya or Vishnu or Shiva or Durga, like that. So, but generally it is good to meditate on Vishnu, they also say. But what is that form? How do I know this is Vishnu? No, you imagine in your mind and meditate on that form. Right? So again, if you are integrated with the universe and all these things, okay, who created it again? The question is, who created this universe? You will understand you are the creator. No, I know that I am not created, right? If I have created, I have forgotten. How can I creator forget? That means nature has taken over the creator? Nature has influenced the creator himself? No. So like this, these are the 5 philosophies. Then comes Brahma Mimamsa or Vedanta. This is propounded by Srila Vyasadeva. Right? Again, in this also there is a problem. So many people will give so many interpretations. Right? What is the cause of all causes? So first is, what is that? So if you study Vedas, Vedanta is the final word of the Vedas. So if you study the Vedas, so you will understand. And these Shad Darshanas, they are either speculation of the Munis or speculation based on the Vedas. That means Vedas is truth. You take that and you improvise it by speculation and create a theory and give. So that's what it is. So now Vedanta or Vedas are the original Vedas are given by the Lord Himself. It is now who is this Lord? The concept of Lord, let us understand. Okay. Now this Vedas has these Vedas are basically means knowledge. So this knowledge is also there. Yeah. So this knowledge, now if we study the Vedas and Puranas and all these things, then we will have multiple understandings. Multiple people reading will have multiple understanding. What is the multiple understanding? One understanding is this universe is the cause of everything. The Virat Purusha. Universe itself is the cause of universe. Or there are different demigods who are managing this. They are the cause. Then this we will understand slowly. Then a little intelligent person will understand among these different devatas, there are three primary deities: Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. And some people bring Durga also. So anyway, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, Ganesha, all these things. Now, among them, who caused all these things? So one thing we understand, this material world is made up of 24 elements. These 24 elements are controlled by somebody. According to scientists, it is nature itself. Nature itself is controlling the nature. That means Shakti is controlling the Shakti. Right? But there is a Shaktiman. We all understand. Just like there is a house. House is not maintained by the house itself. House is maintained by a owner. Now, question is, who is the owner? It is Brahma, who is the creator of this universe. So, one who has created, he must be the owner. Or one who is maintaining, he is the owner, Vishnu. Or one who can destroy at his will, he is the owner. Or is there any another owner? Who is creator? Who is the maintainer? Who is the destructor? So, different Purana. Now, if you read general Puranas and the Vedas, and if you just go and find who is the God. Okay. So now comes the point of religion. Ahara nidra bhayamoitunam cha samanyam etad pashubhi naranam dharmo eko adhiko naranam dharmena hina pashubhi samana. So this dharma or religion is given to the human beings so that they can know what is the cause of my own existence, the cause of the world which I am seeing, and is there anything beyond this universe or the material world. So, to know that, the religion is given. Religion means what? There are two aspects of religion. One is the scriptures which you read and understand, and also follow some rules and regulations based on any religion or any scripture, so that your life is molded in such a way that your understanding is faster. And you will achieve the ultimate perfection in short span of life. Just like, for example, if you have to go to a school has some textbooks. You have to read that, and after you have read properly and understood, you have to write an exam and you pass. Right? Then why do we send the children to school? They can study in the house. They can study by themselves. Or they can study in school for 2 hours and then come back and do something else. No, we send them to school. Sit there. Why? Because atmosphere is required. Right? Because mind is fickle. Right? So that mind fickleness has to be controlled through regulations. So those are called regulations, rules and regulations. And Prabhupada gives the essence of all religion is what? To know God and to love Him. How do you know God? By reading the scriptures. And how do you love Him? By service. How do you serve Him? You have to know again by the Lord Himself who has given the scriptures. So this is the essence of all the scriptures. Now when we are doing this, so sometimes we are happy. We are serving the Lord like Artho Arthati Jignasu. We are happy that we are doing some kind of worship of the Lord, and then Lord is blessing us. So and then our material life is good. So let us continue this good material life, like karma mimamsa. No, if you have to go beyond, why the Lord created this world itself, and who the Lord is, where is He staying, and then what is my actual relationship? Lord created me and left me in this world, or am I supposed to go back and meet that Lord? So for that, so now different religions will give different gods. Now again there is a confusion. Allah is God, or Jesus is God, Krishna is God, Shiva is God, Brahma is God. Who is God? Right? Now again coming back, we have to understand. First of all, we have to understand there is a creator. Creation means there is a creator. Right? Creation cannot happen on its own by chance. So there is a creator. Now who is the creator? Now every religion says God is the creator. Now who is that God? Shiva, Brahma, Jesus, Allah. Who is that? Krishna. Now to understand this question, we have to go by the scriptures only. Right? How do we came to know the name of Krishna or Allah or anything? By the scriptures. Now, who is God? In scriptures describe different devatas also. Now, who among them, who is the God? We have to refer the scriptures only. Now, again, if you refer the scriptures, different scriptures will tell different things. Shiva Purana will tell Shiva is the supreme. Devi Bhagavatam, I don't know whether it is authentic one or not, but Devi Bhagavatam is something they have. They says the Devi is the cause of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva also. And then you read Bhagavatam, then it is said Krishna is the cause. Now who is the cause? Then it is concluded. Now if you go to ISKCON, Krishna is God. If you go to this temple, Shiva is God. If you go to church, Jesus is God. It cannot be wrong. Or they will tell multi-universes are there. Hindu will go to this universe, Shiva, then worshippers of Shiva will. No, it's not like that. There is one creator only, one God only. All scriptures say God is one. Eko Brahma Dvitiya Nasti. It's all scriptures say. Then who is that Brahma? So Prabhupada gives one example to understand. One person or one object can be called in different names. Right? Like rose is there. Rose is an English word. Gulab, Hindi word. Referring to same object. So similarly, same person can be called in different names. Okay, now among them, they have different personalities, right? Now who is the ultimate God? So, coming back to different scriptures. So Shiva Purana or Bhagavatam or this Purana or that Purana. So now, all the scriptures, as far as Prabhupada is concerned, Prabhupada says that if we read all the scriptures, at least the Vedic scriptures, it's all given by one person only. Right? Compiled by one person only. That is Vedavyas. What does Vedavyas say? That is what is important. Right? What does Vedavyas say? And if he has said Shiva is also supreme, Krishna is also supreme. So what is actually he says? So finally, if we study, after writing all the writing means compiling all the Vedas, Puranas, then Upanishads, Vedavyas is unhappy. Vedavyas is unhappy. Why is unhappy? That I have given all the scriptures. I have given Mahabharata also. So that any person in the Kali Yuga, they can easily understand God. Yet I am unhappy. Why? This is because I have not exclusively explained about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and which is dear to the original Creator and also to the Paramahamsas. Who are these Paramahamsas? Who have completely above the effects of the material modes. I was telling you, Gunamai. So this whole material world is made up of 3 gunas. One who is above 3 guna, Aguna, Nirguna. For them also it is very dear. So, that kind of literature I have not created. So let me create that literature. And that literature is Srimad Bhagavatam, and it begins with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my obeisance to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has a name. I am revealing that. Vasudeva. This is the truth. Then again, still there are, okay, so now somebody will say, oh, you have read Bhagavatam, therefore you are telling Krishna is supreme. I have read Shiva Purana, in Shiva it's Shiva is supreme. Then the third person will come and he will tell, why are you fighting Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma? All are one, Brahman. They are called Mayavadis. Right? There is this word is Vekta. Vekta word means manifested word. And the part of this manifested word is this earth. Then there are lower planetary system. There is Indraloka, there is Chandraloka, Suryaloka. Similarly, there is Vaikunta, there is Kailasha, there is Brahmaloka. So these are all Vekta, manifested. All this manifested has come from the unmanifested. That is Nirbhed Brahmanusandhan. There is one Brahman, Eko Brahma. That Brahman has transformed itself into this individual Brahman. Actually, there is no individual Brahman. This Nirguna Brahman has become a Saguna Brahman. We are all Brahman and we all belong to that category of Brahman. Realizing that is the ultimate goal of life. Right? Then somebody, correct. Why we are fighting Krishna, Vishnu, all these things? Not required. You see, Krishna, that is philosophy, that is more unifying than this saying Krishna is supreme, Vishnu is supreme, this is supreme, that is supreme. Rather than this is better, no, this is more unifying theory that all are one. One has become many. Right? But what is the problem with this? Again, if you see, the speaker of Bhagavatam, who is the speaker of Bhagavatam? Shukdev Goswami. When did he learn Bhagavatam? By the birth, at the time of his birth, he was liberated person. We all take birth, we all have to endeavor to become liberated. At the time of his birth, he was liberated. Then he is liberated and then he did not worry for any Vedic samskaras also, like Upanayana, Namakarana, Jataka, all these things. He did not worry. He took birth, he left the house. Then Vedavyas followed him, he did not wait, he went away. Then to bring back his son, he sent this Bhagavatam. He knew that my son is somewhere in the forest. So forest, who is that? Some people who go and bring wood. They break the wood and they bring from the forest and they sell in the cities. So he knows that, Vedavyas knows my son is there in some forest. So he taught these people who bring the wood, there's few shlokas from Bhagavatam. Then they would go on, wherever you go and chant this. You do your work and chant these shlokas also. When he heard the one who is situated in the Brahman platform, Shukdev Goswami, when he heard this, then immediately he thought, what is this? So then he went and inquired. Then those people brought Shukdev Goswami and handed him over to Vedavyas. Then Vedavyas taught Shukdev Goswami Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the history. That means beyond Brahman also there is something. What is that? Parabrahman. Who is telling this? We are telling this. You have read some Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, you are telling. Shankaracharya does not tell this. Shankaracharya says it is Brahman. No, Shankaracharya himself says, Narayana Paro Avyaktat. This word, material word, is called Vyakta, manifested word. Beyond this material word is Avyakta, unmanifested. And Narayana is Para Avyakta. Beyond the unmanifested Brahman is Narayana. He is the cause of all causes. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. That is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So, this Sri Krishna, okay, why we have to understand these things? Right? Again the question, why, okay, Krishna is there in the spiritual world, fine. Why? Because Mamaivamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. All the living entities who are there in the material world, they are my part and parcel. What does it mean? I am Avyakta. I am Narayana Para Avyakta. I stay in the spiritual world. My part and parcel means me only. Part of me, they also should stay there only. They are not subjected to birth, death, old age and disease. One of the elements of Gnana, yes, Gnani we were discussing, one of the elements of Gnana mentioned in the 13th chapter is, 20 items are mentioned in that. If somebody is Gnana, or if you want to achieve Gnana, the realization, you need to follow these 20 principles. In one of those principles is what? Acharyopasanam. One has to take shelter of Acharya or the Guru. Another is Maicha Ananya Yogena Bhakti Avyabhicharini. Krishna is telling they have to do Avyabhicharini, unalloyed devotional service. That means undeviated devotional service they have to do to me. Then only you will realize what is Gnana, that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. Then another thing Krishna tells is that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. One of the element of the Gnana is you are able to perceive the evil effects of birth, death, old age and disease. Like we are not subjected to birth, the soul, but we have easily accepted. I have taken birth. You ask when you took birth? I took birth in this year, this month, and okay. How old are you? Okay, I am this many years. Okay, and in back of our mind, we will be thinking, okay, in this few more years I will live and I may die. Right? We have naturally accepted thinking that this is natural. This is not natural. Birth, death, old age, disease is not natural. And becoming diseased, it's not natural for us. Becoming old, it's not natural for us. But we have accepted this as truth. Why? Because we don't have that realization that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. I am not these 24 elements. I am not this atom. I am spiritual atom. I may be atom, but I am spiritual atom. I am not material atom, which is subjected to creation, maintenance and destruction. I am spirit soul. I am not subjected to creation, maintenance and destruction. I am eternal. I am Satya. Just like God is Satya, Atma, that is Satya. Then Chit. Chit means complete knowledge. It's not, I am not ignorant. But today we are accepted. Yeah, do you know how this? I know, I don't know. Maybe I will not be able to know. I am born with less intelligence. I did not go to IIT. Nothing. We are all same. The soul is same. Soul is intelligent. We have to awaken that Sat, Chit and Dukkha. And we have accepted. Yeah, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Oh, if I get 2 gulab jamuns, I will be more happy. No, it's not that my happiness is not dependent on some rasgulla or some person being together. No, by nature we are Atma Rama, we are happy. But we have accepted unhappiness as part of our existence. No, we are, Lord is Satchidananda. Therefore, to understand the Lord, who is the Creator, His qualities, His abilities, when we say we have to understand self-realization, we are mostly not interested in studying these 24 elements and understanding I am not this water, I am not this kham, I am not this natejo, navari, I am not this, I am... no, we are not interested in most of these things. Because these are material body, material elements, it will go away. We are directly interested in knowing Krishna. When we say self-realization, we will tell chant Hare Krishna. And sometimes Krishna is another entity. You chant Krishna's name, you will understand Krishna. How do we understand ourselves? By studying Krishna? No, because we are part and parcel of that Krishna, that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, understanding Krishna is understanding this material world, understanding ourselves, understanding who we are, like that. Prabhupada gives simple example. If we are in darkness, we cannot see ourselves, right? We cannot see our own hand. But when there is light, when there is sunlight, we can see the sun, we can see ourselves, we can see the world. So similarly, Krishna Surya Sama. So when we see Krishna, when we see means, when we understand Krishna, when we realize Krishna, that includes self-realization. That includes what is this material world, the knowledge of the material world, what is the spiritual world, what is Krishna. Everything includes this. Therefore it is said, Yasmin Vignate Sarvameva Vignatam Bhavanti. Means, if you understand Krishna, everything else you will understand. Now, so this is what Krishna is telling. Sa yevedam sasarjagre. Eva means this. Idam means material word. The Lord is sasarjagre. This word is created. This we understand, right? But Lord was agre to this sasarja. That means what? Krishna's one of the name. Balram's one name is Krishnagrajam. What is Agraja means? Generally means. So one of the meaning is elder to Krishna, right? And another meaning of Agrajam means when the younger one was not there, he was there. That means when Krishna had not appeared, Balram had already appeared, right? So similarly, this before material world only Lord was there. Sasarja means material world. Agre means superior to or senior to Sasarja, senior to material world. Who is that? Bhagavan. That is Bhagavan. And then that Bhagavan, who was before the material world, material creation, he created the material world by his Atma Maya. Bhagavan, Atma Maya. Yeah, shloka is there. So Bhagavan created this material world through his Atma Maya. In other words, this material creation which we are thinking that this is the cause, this is our cause. No, the cause of the material world itself is Krishna, Bhagavan. And then who is our cause? Sadasadrupaya, right? The cause and effect which we see, living and non-living, we can say Sadasat can be, Prabhupada translates in different ways. One is cause and effect, another is living and non-living, all these things. Living is Sat and non-living is Asat. So this Sad and Asad Rupa, that is also created, which is having Trigunas, that also was created by the Lord. That means Lord has Trigunas, he created material world which also has Trigunas. No. Lord himself is Aguna. Gunamaya, Aguno Vibhuhu. Lord does not have material qualities. Material qualities means birth, death, old age, disease, right? But Lord is Aguna. So Aguna created this Triguna word. So as Mayavadi says, Shankaracharya says, Lord is Nirguna. Yes, Nirguna, one meaning is he does not have any gunas. The actual meaning is Nirguna means there is no material qualities. So Nirguna actually means one who does not have any material qualities created this material world which has three qualities, three modes. So that is the meaning. Okay, so now there is a Krishna who has Aguna, then there is a material world which is Triguna. Now who is superior? Vibhu. Lord is Vibhu. Aguna Lord. Or Nirguna Lord, Krishna, he is Vibhu. Material world is not Vibhu. That is what is mentioned here. In the beginning of the material creation, that is Gunamayi, that absolute personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, Bhagavan, Vibhu, in his transcendental position, means Vibhu, as Vibhu, he was not as Anu. Vibhu created the energies of cause and effect, that is Sadasadrupa, by his own internal energy, that is Atma Maya. So this is the understanding of this verse. I hope I have covered all the points. So this is little technical. So request devotees to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam very thoroughly to understand these things. It's not easy to comprehend in one class. So, and also to integrate. There are so many other things which I am not able to explain because of the paucity of time. So we'll stop here unless anybody has any question or comments. Yes. You can take the mic and you can.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Actually, you said that there are 5 different philosophies of this creation. Six, sorry, 6. So in the purport it is not there. So I just wanted to know which source it is or...
Okay.
Yeah, because...
Where did Prabhu got this?
No, I want to read it again. That's why. That is the intention.
Okay. So when I was preparing for this, so when I was reading all these things, the position of the Lord is always transcendental. So we all know Krishna is transcendental, but when we go and talk that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there are so many people come and tell, no, Shiva is supreme, this is supreme, that is supreme. So many philosophies they bring about. And I was studying, and then somewhere I remembered that there are various philosophies which bring obstacles to understand this simple philosophy that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some of those philosophies I just presented, which is there in Prabhupada books only. I don't exactly remember where. Okay, here it is there. Okay, it is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 17, verse number 96. Okay, so there some reference is there of these 6 philosophies. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 17 chapter, 96 verse, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is explaining all these kinds of philosophies and how to defeat them. Okay. 17th chapter, 96. Okay, yes. Yes, take mic and...
Prabhu, regarding the 6th darshana, Brahma Mimamsa,
Yes.
is that the right darshana, Prabhu?
That is the right darshana, but that is interpreted by various people in various wrong ways. Like Ekatvena, Pratatvena, Bahuda Vishwatomukam, which Krishna also explains. Some people read the Vedas, then their understanding is what? I am Supreme Brahman created everything. I am that Brahman. Ekatvena. Therefore they worship themselves. Ahangropasana. They don't even think, I am thinking I am God. When I go out, nobody cares for me. This is Ekatvena. Then Pratatvena. They think, oh, there are many controllers. Shiva is also a controller. Indra, Chandra, Shiva, Vishnu is also one of the controllers. So so therefore sometimes these Rakshasas, they ask Narada, they want some benediction. Who gives benediction fast? Narada will tell Shiva. Okay, they will go worship Shiva. They think that Shiva, Vishnu, Krishna, everybody is same. Pratatvena. Then Bahuda Vishwatomukam. Then there are others who read the Vedas and they read this universe is created. This universe is the form of the Lord. That means universe itself is the Lord. So like that, different kind of misreadings can happen by reading this Vedanta Darshana also. So therefore, seeing all these things, Vyasdeva himself became unhappy. Therefore, finally he gave Vedanta Sutra, where you can understand. But still he is seeing that it is not satisfying him, the author himself. We are fighting, Vedavas written this, Vedavas written that. What about Vedavas himself? He himself is unhappy. By writing all those things and following those rules and regulation himself perfectly. Then he writes the original Samhita, Shuka Samhita, or the Amala Purana, which does not have any spot, which directly takes you to out of this material world, directly puts you. This is just 2nd chapter we are reading from the actually it has 12 cantos. And then 12 cantos, every canto, some 340 chapters are there, 44 chapters. This is 2nd chapter. Here what we are reading, what is the absolute truth? You see, the first shloka, from there only it starts, taking us to the highest position. Yes, Vedanta Darshana is the right Darshana.